that's why it was fairly easy to do. Now we're going to go up and hook up to the 3-point. Bring you back in a few. Morning, guys. It's another beautiful morning. It's like 10 degrees out, no wind. Obviously there's no wind. You can see it's foggy. Bring you up to speed on this whole operation. That mixer grinder over here is our regular one. Well, this one here, now the top seal in the gearbox is out, so it's pushing feed down into the gearbox. So I had an extra mixer grinder and it was sitting outside, and obviously it had no top on it. I forgot about that. That's my problem. And so it had like 3 inches of water down in through that cross auger, and there was snow inside. And the reason I put this in there is so you can work on that, the main screw auger going up in the inside. It makes it easier, because I did it to this one, but I used plastic instead. Anyway, I had this one all fired up and ready to go, or it was going, and got that all going. Well, then I realized that it was we couldn't run it like that because everything's so obsolete. So not yesterday, the day before, I had to thaw that thing out. I told Tammy, was pretty close to ready to go yesterday with that. Said I only got a little bit of stuff to do and it'll be ready to go. Well, I basically worked all day. You know, I've got this on here, the this for this auger here. So I put this in the shop. I made this custom piece here, got that moving, welded it on, working. Well, then there's 4 bolts down in under that, and there's supposed to be a slide. Well, I couldn't figure out anything, and I come up with that. I've got this piece here now is, it's got shims under it, so you take them shims out, it drops down and slides out. That was a mess. So from that to that, and then I was on to this, because this one here, this bottom was rusted out. That bottom one, I didn't have any metal, so I ended up putting plastic on there temporarily. And man, oh man, you talk about a fight. So anyway, I got that one ready to go. So we gotta get some corn ground today, and we got a semi coming. I gotta get some bales moved up to get loaded, because there's like 3 feet of snow along the trail. And what else was I gonna say? We're getting closer to calving, because that one bunch up on the hill, the big reds we call them, and the heifers are getting awful close. I mean, I'm assuming they're about 10 days out, because the bags are starting to drop, so we're going to have to do some rearranging. Uh-oh, I don't look good. Somebody's going to have to take and hit that with the sludge-o-matic before we start doing anything. Okay, talk to you guys in a bit. that's hooked up. Now we're going to go up and hook up to the 3-point. Bring you back in a few. Wow. Somebody didn't get this very straight when he's backing up here. There's a head. There we go. How do you like the snow road here? Nothing like the ice road trucker road, but I try to scrape every time I come up here because whiten it out and I still have the duals on. When Gannon had posted that, where the PTO had come off the tub grinder, come off, and it was bent down, you know, the knuckles, and then this knuckle here on the tub grinder was down on the ground, and it was just vibrating. Well, it was vibrating so bad that it took, and you can see how the dust from the oil or whatever is all hanging on there, how it just vibrated it loose. Look at that mess. I kind of hate this job, but it has to be done. Twine cutting fairies must have took the month of January off because they never come in December either. So anywho, yeah, wherever was dust and stuff to the tractor, it was laying on the ground underneath. When it went, I thought that the screens on the tub grinder had come loose, and it had was just chattering. I mean, it was just making a horrible noise. And then I looked down, and I seen that PTO, the driveline, beating on the ground, and my next thought was it's going to bend the PTO, wreck my PTO on the tractor. But luck was, and I don't know what you call luck, we ended up just having to, I've had another key, kind of squirreled the end a little bit, but I pushed everything on a little more, tightened her down, and I'll show you guys how this blade here works. You know, I've actually wore out one of these 4-inch grinders, and I'm on my second one of them. And the thing is, when you're doing this, you make sure you put it into the net wrap before you turn it on, and then you turn it off before you take it out. Otherwise, it takes and winds the net wrap right into the blade on the shaft on the grinder, and you gotta work on that. and I've been fortunate enough, see, like there, you just, everything is, but I moved this down so it's right on the blade, the shield, and it keeps it, this is a bad job, keeps it from wrapping. And then see, if you don't shut it off when you're taking this, when you pull it out, the strands will wrap around it, and it just adds a little more aggravation to your day. It's like everything does. They do have a hot iron that you can use on these. They made them specifically for this, but I've found, I have one. If anybody's looking for it, leave a message in the comments, because Gannon, we could just as well sell this one. What happens is, with that hot iron in this net wrap, it burns the ends, so you have a big hard hunk of plastic in here. And man, oh man, you talk about a mess trying to get that out. It's like, I don't know, it just makes life a little more, no more aggravation in the life. It doesn't hurt it none, touch it on the metal, because it never seems to dull itself. You know, it's a blade that's actually for cutting ceramic tile is what it is. And I don't know how I got onto that, but between this and the manure spreader, it sure makes the day go a lot better when you know you can cut her out that fast. You know, like I say, this is the same blade that I've used. It actually burnt the first one up, the mixer grinder, the sidewinder, 4-inch, and here we are. So anywho, we got that done, and I gotta go around to the other side here with the tractor off to pull this crud out. And usually you take and pull on it and it comes out big ugly pile. I'll show you here what it looks like when I get it out. This is the real dirty part. She's being difficult. But anywho, you get the idea how she works. There we are. Got it out. Sweaty, dirty. There's the big pile. I actually think it takes more effort to get it out than it does to cut it. I have my safety glasses on so we don't have hot shit flying in your face, protecting your eyes. I've been known to push the envelope, and sometimes it doesn't turn out so well. I had a piece of steel in my eye, and not because it flopped in there, but I had was drilling metal, and what I had done was wipe my eye, and apparently I had steel on it, and I got a speck of steel in my eye, and they had to grind and drill to get it out because it was rusting in my eyeball. So make sure you wear your safety equipment. Put your tractors in park. I know it takes a little bit more, but if you get yourself into the habit of putting it in park, which I've been doing lately. There is no rolling. I was doing chores, drove out of a pen, got up on the hill, got out, didn't put the tractor in park because I thought, well, it'll roll away from it. And I got to go shutting the gate, and here come the tractor, and basically it backed over, busted off a post. The processor did. And then everything finally come to a grinding halt. I got in, and it only took another 2 hours to rectify that problem. I had to take and dig down with a pick, wrap a chain around the post. Lucky I had a post the same size, and push that in. So trying to save a second usually costs more than what you can just put it in park. Just a little bit of common sense goes a way long ways.